So hello everyone, welcome back to the video. And I'm Amrita, aka the Coffee Chapter, and this is the most favorite time of mine of the month where I get a chance to pick my monthly TBR uh, for the next month, the books that I want to read. Uh, Other than that, if I talk about my April month, just a bit of a glimpse I can give it to you is that the number of books that we have picked it up, if you have seen my April TBR video, uh, the number of books that I have picked it up in that, I have actually read more books than that. Uh, so that is the one thing. And uh, if I talk about now about picking up the books for this month, so I have done one thing like because I have certain series which is on my radar for the 26 books for the 2026, and if I like keep all the number of prompts of my series and my standalones together, because my standalone books are of certain those books which are not a part of my 26 books for 2026, like the 13 books for the standalones and 13 series. uh, the series will not get a chance because I have more standalones than the series actually. So in my April month, I picked it up one book. I got one book from the jar. That is the Cruel Prince. That is my first series, and it is like after 4 months, I have got like one series on my hands on. So I have decided one thing, so that instead of keeping all the number prompts together of series and standalones, I have separated them. So I have like got now two things. Every time what I do is I just empty down this TBR jar, the prompts in my TBR jar, like the small cup that I have in this basket of mine. But this time what I've done, I have separated them. So the basket contains the standalones. If I can just show it to you, these are my standalones. Okay, like this is the one. All right, and these are my series. You can just see it very clearly. So that way I will able to like get the chance to read the series also, like they will not be neglected. Just a second. And to be very honest, here in my city in Jaipur, it is hell hot. It's very hot in this, like summers are really bad in Rajasthan, so I don't like summers at all. I was just pushing this video since last 3 days, and today I decided now I have to shoot because otherwise Saturday will come in. So yeah. So let's pick it up. So all these are my standalones, and this is my series. So certain rules that I will write it somewhere here or here. You can see it over. Uh, that in case if I pick up a book that does not belong to the setting, suppose pick a book which belongs to a spring setting, I will not pick up that book. I will change the number because I have books with me which belongs to a spring setting, and there's no more spring. It's almost summers now, so we'll avoid that part. Okay. In the case of picking up the series, if suppose I picked the second or the third book in the series and I haven't read the previous one, we'll take up the previous book from the series. One more thing, if in case I pick up any book which is more than 500 pages, 500 pages, more than 500 pages, till there I can read. I will pick up less books. So my target is to pick up 5 books for this month, and like that usually we do the 5 books that I pick it up. But in case I pick up any book which is more than 500 pages, I will drop one book from that one. Okay, we'll take out all the books, but I will drop one book from the entire one, from the entire pile, from the entire TBR, because I don't want to stress myself out. I have other things to do. So let's just pick it up. So I'm thinking to at least pick one series and four standalones. Okay, because other than this, my TBR thing, the prompts that I pick it up, the books that I pick for the TBR for the month, I do read some other books too. Okay, sometimes I pick any random book that I feel like that I want to read this book, so I just pick up that book too. And recently, I've posted a video last week where I have said that there were certain rereads that I wanted to do, and I've already read one book out of it. So there are books which I read. Uh, so I have to see that. Okay, so I cannot like overstress myself in that situation. Okay, so let's begin. So let's pick up the standalones first. So just see which standalone I can get. One, I just this is one, two, three, got all different colors, and four. Okay, four we have got it from here, and I'll pick it up one series. Okay, okay, I've got it. Now let me just open the numbers and pick out the books. So the series number comes out to be uh, okay. So this book is the part of the second book of the series. This is not the first book, so we'll keep it aside and we'll pick up the first book. Okay. Next book that comes up is number 6. All right. Okay. Fine. Next number is okay. Okay. This is number 103. Right now, I cannot pick up this book because I'll tell you later. Okay. So I cannot pick up this book. So I'll pick one more number. Okay. I'll just keep it aside. This is number 16. Hmm. Okay. I'm excited to read this one. And this is number 59. Okay. This author is the part of my 26 books for the 2026. I had to pick the other book of this author when I went out, like for the book shopping, but I forgot which book I had to pick and I brought another one. So, this one. And because we cannot read this book number 103 right now, because I know this which book is this, so we will pick it up another number. Okay, one more. All right. This is number 5. This is C. This is number 5, and this is going to be great month for the reading purpose. So first, let's take out the books. Let me just take out the books from my bookshelf that I have at my back, and then we will discuss the books that we are going to read. Okay, and I will also pick up this book so that I can show you which book this was and which book I have to read, because this is the second book in the series and this is a duology. Okay, so let me just pick up the books and let me just come back. Okay, so let's first, so these are the books that I have came over. So let's just discuss the series first, like which series I have got. So this is the series number 64, and the series number 64 says One Duck, Twisted Crows. So this is the Shepherd King series. So this is the Twisted Crows, but because this is the second book in the series, I guess so. This is the second book. I hope this is the second book. Yeah, this is the part 1. Is it the part 1? Book 2. Yeah, this is book 2. So this is the book 2 and this is book 1 of the Shepherd King series. So I'll be reading the Shepherd King, and if I'm not wrong, if I remember correctly, hmm, Yeah. So Shepherd King series is a part of my 26 books for 2026. So I have got the first book from the Shepherd King. So this is the second series that we are starting. Okay, so this is the one that I have got, and we are putting this book aside because we are not reading this one. So we'll read once we are done with this one. Okay, so I will put this number back and we'll take it out number 63. Okay, so I'll do that later on. So I'll kept 64 number back. Okay, one more thing. In case I am not able to finish any of these books, uh, like I always say that in case I'm not able to finish any of these books, in that situation, I will put the prompt back when we will do the wrap up video for that. Okay, so that we can read that book. That book can go back to the TBR jar and we can again roll it out. Okay, the second book. Okay, this book, The One Dark Window. It's a beautiful tale of blood, rage, and bitter choice that whisked me away. Okay, this seems, I don't know, because last time also I tried to find its blurb, but its blurb was not giving anywhere on. Mm, to the quiet girls with stories in their heads, to their dreams and to their nightmares. I actually have no idea what this book actually talks about, so I'm just going blank with this one. I've heard a lot about this book, but I have not. I don't know what this book is all about. So yeah, I'm just going blank with it. The second book is let's go with the numbers. Okay, number 5. We will pick it up first. Okay, this is number 5, as you can see clearly. And the book is You Have Reached Sam by Dustin Thau. And I'll just keep this one separate because we'll be using this one. So the book actually talks about the story of two people, two young people, two teenagers basically, not even young, just two teenagers who are deeply in love, and they decide that once they make up their careers and they just settle down in their lives professionally and they'll get adult, they'll get married. So with that promise, they think that things will go like that, but the boy dies in an accident and the girl is left with the memories now. So in such situation, the girl does not get the closure. She doesn't know what to do, where to go, whom to ask, all those things. The question that comes up in anyone can come up in anyone's mind. If you have lost a loved one, like what happened, what there were certain things that I want to talk about. Now how will I live my life? So all these such questions that comes up in anyone's mind. So the girl starts sending messages on the number, on the boy's number, and the boy starts messaging the girl back. The girl starts receiving the messages, and like they start talking so that the girl can get closure and the boy can be relieved, like the soul of the boy can be relieved. So that's the story of this one, and I've heard really good thing about this book. So I'm really happy, like looking forward to read this one. I'm really excited. So yeah, this one we'll go with this. Okay, so the next book that comes up is book number 6, and this book's number 6 belongs to Ugly Love by Colin Hoover. So this is basically a book is about, it's like, if I just read the blurb out, it's not exactly love at first sight for Tate Collins. When she meets the tormented and secretive Miles Archer, they wouldn't even go so far as to consider themselves friends. The only thing Tate and Miles have in common is a mutual physical attraction that can be denied. Once the desires are out in open, they realize they might have stumbled on the perfect no strings attachment arrangement. He isn't looking for love and she doesn't have time for it, so that leaves just as whatever. What they could get, what they have got could be surprisingly satisfying as long as Tate can stick to the two rules Miles has for her. Never ask about the past, don't expect future. They think they can handle it, but everything is different when real emotion starts to change the equation. So okay, so this story actually gives me the vibe of Friends with Benefits. If you have seen the movie, because I have seen it, so I know. So the book actually sounds like that. That is, two people suddenly hit it off. they are just not even friends, but they just have this physical attraction and they just go carry on, and later the emotions develop. So that was the similar kind of story to the Friends with Benefits. That what I can think of it from the blurb. But let's see what happens. Like, is it different from the blur, from the what I'm thinking, or is it the same? So this is my first book of Colin Hoover, to be practical, to be very honest. Okay, so this is the book number 3. Next book that comes up is, okay, book number 16. This is the book number 16, and we'll keep it aside. And the book is The Thousand Splendid Suns by Khalid Hosseini. So it is a story of Mariam, who is been married to a guy in Kabul, and like after like some time, there's a friendship that grows between Mariam and Laila might be living in that same area where the Mariam is living, and then there's the entry of Taliban, how the things happen, what changes, how the relationship between Mariam and Laila also develop, the friendship that they develop. It is a story of that. Okay, and I have like heard that people, those who have read this book, they have got emotionally very stressed. So let's see. I have recently read The Nightingale by Christina Hanna, and I was not in the right space. I was just last few pages to go, and I was hell scared to pick up that book again, like to read the last 100 pages. I was just thinking, what should I do? What shall I do? I want to know the end, but I don't have a strength to read the book. So that book gives me the similar vibes. Okay, so let's see. Next book that comes up is the book number. Okay, that is the book number 59. So this is the funny story by Emily Henry. So this was the book. So I had to actually buy the book Lovers, but that was a part of my 26 books for 2026. But instead of that, I didn't remember. I didn't have the list with me, and I got the funny story. So funny story, as far as I remember, the story of the book is that there are two people who are. There's a girl who is in love with a guy, and she thinks that he's going to propose, they're going to get married, this and that, like kind of fiance like a situation. But the guy also has a best friend, and uh, the guy one day tells her that actually I'm in love with my best friend and I don't love you anymore. And his best friend also thinks in the same pattern. So with the broken heart, the girl moves out from the home. She goes somewhere out of the town, takes up a job which is just enough to pay her bills. But because she was not earning much, she shares the flat in which she was living with another guy. And this guy also has a past. This guy was the fiance of her of that girl, who is now in a relationship with the girl's uh, ex-fiance. So there is like crisscross like a situation which is being there. So the story is about that and how they make the things funny, because they were living together like in the same flat. They were the flatmates. So once they get to know that they are being connected, their exes are now dating each other. So they come up with an idea. So let's just pretend and post pictures or post certain materials on the social media, which says that how happy they are, and they're in love and this and that, just to make their ex is jealous so that they can come back. So there are certain situations that arises in that way, and what happens further. So this is all about. And yeah, so this seems a funny story. After like taking two heavy books, I think this will be a good palette cleanser, to be very honest. So yeah, so these are my 5 books, if I say, uh, for the May month. And to be very honest, I'm excited to read these. And you can also tell me like which books you are planning to read for the May month. And I'm also on Fable, so you can join me on Fable. There I keep on posting things on the Fable, like the certain post or anything other thing else. And you can also join my club over there on the Fable, and you can follow me on Instagram. Okay, so I keep on posting things on this Instagram too. Other than the book content, I also post some other things. So you can just follow me there and just tell me, like, if you have read any of these books that I have picked it up. Uh, you can share your comments or your views on that. Like, I would be happy to hear your views and what do you think about these stories, how these stories impacted you or somewhere. uh, any good or bad experience doesn't matter. Reading is subjective choice. One person can like a book, or the other person can hate the same book. Okay, depends on the person to person. So yeah, so this is all for this month, and I'll see you in the next month. So till then, bye bye.